Good day, guys. Bing here. So previously we did this family. So we basically we download a couple of family from some website and then load them into this family. And we also created a phase. So this is a phase-based parametric mirror family, and also placed into here. So now this can be used for accessible toilets. So today we are going to add some a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so actually this is a parametric family, and with height and width. And we didn't do thickness because I just put in 10 mil. But actually, we can use this family to make a different element for this family. So for example, so let's just go back to project browser on the family. So because I think this one, just have a look here. So once you select a family, you can see this is the category. So we didn't change the category because we used the generic model template. So it's a generic model. I think what should we use for this mirror? So mirror, of course, it's not plumbing, but we should give it a category. So instead of the generic model, so what we can do is let's just edit family. Okay, so and then here, so go to family category and parameters. So we can change this from generic model to some different category. I'm not sure which one. Maybe let's just use a specialty equipment. I don't think there's any other. So just let me know if you think there's some other category we should use for the mirror. But for now, just use specialty equipment. Okay, so usually I use generic model for any family that I haven't decided the category. So once decided, I try to not use general model. So okay, so now this is a mirror and this is specialty equipment. I think I'll just load this one in here and overwrite. Okay, so now this become a specialty equipment. So which means when you place this family into a project, when you tag it, it will use specialty equipment tag. Okay, so it will use different tag. So now this is a mirror, and let me think. So we have the height as instance parameter. So I think we should probably change that. So let's go back to the family. So let's just do some change to the parameters. So go to family types. So under family types, so you can see all these parameters. So I don't need to worry about the default height. So the width, so currently is hang on, where's the yes, so sorry, this is height, it's not default. So it's not the default elevation. So sorry, so this is the default elevation when you place this family into a vertical plane in the floor plan. Okay, in a floor plan view, so it will be placed at 900. So this is a height. Default means this is an instance parameter. So what we're going to do is change this one to type. And width is type, so you can see there's no default bracket, so which means this is a type, which is good. Everything else is fine. So let's okay, and I'll just load this one into here. So now we have this one have a width and height both in here. So now what I want to do is go to family under specialty equipment. So we're going to rename it because I was lazy. So when last time when we created this family. So it's always good to name your family properly. So you can see there are two names here. So the first one is the name of the family. The second one is the name of the type. Okay, so let's just edit, rename the family to mirror. So this means when you open this family and if you save that family, it will save as that family. And yeah, so that's basically the name of the family, and this is the type of the family. So if you select this one, and you can see this is name of the family and this is type. So you can edit the type, and then you have the option to rename this type. You can also do it here, so by just click on the name. Okay, so let's just call it mirror, or maybe just call it 350 mil, so 350 wide. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'll use this family and to create a different family. Okay, so let's do it. And before I do that, so let's go back to this family, because last time we didn't add the thickness. So this time let's go to front. Okay, so remember, face-based family is slightly different. So the front is actually looking from the bottom of the mirror. The floor plan is facing this mirror, so it's like in the elevation. So if you need to change the thickness of this mirror, so you need to go to either back or front, create a reference plane RP, shortcut reference plane RP. Where's the reference plane? So it's here, so reference plane RP. Okay, and then dimension DI, so just add that. So we can just add a thickness or depth. Let's call it depth. Instance. Oh no, sorry, type. Okay, and then we just need to drag this one onto this reference plane and lock it. Now we can change this back to 10 because we want. You can just change it to any thickness you want for the mirror. Probably not 10, but yeah, just let's use 10. So now we can load this one into the project, okay, and overwrite. Oh, sorry, into the family and overwrite. So now, so you can see this is the mirror. And then the next thing, we are going to add a soap dispenser, okay, and also maybe a hand dryer. So for these two family, I'm not going to, you can download them from the website. So it's quite some websites, just do search and Revit family soap dispenser. So you should be able to, because they are very simple, right? But you can also just quickly model them. So let's just go right click on this mirror, edit. So we go, so this is a mirror. Let me just close views. Okay. So I don't want to change anything here. We don't need to change anything here. So the only thing I want to change is the name of this family. So let me just save as. So this time I'll just save onto my desktop. I'll just call it SD. Okay, soap dispenser. So SD, save. And also just double check. Just change the type name name of the type, the family type. So I'll just call it SD as well. And also, so for these we can change the size. So if you just Google soap dispenser size, I think that's just roughly maybe height, not sure, 180 maybe, width roughly maybe 110, depth maybe 90. So yeah, something like that, and then we'll change to that size. Now we can load this one into that family. Okay, and then we can just go to, oh hang on, there's still one thing we need to do. So let's go back here. So because according to this Australian standard. There's a so it's a little bit hard to read. Let me just rotate this one. How do I rotate? Okay, so this and counterclockwise. Okay, so basically for all these here, so dispenser, so all these ones, the height will be between 900 and the 1100s. So usually I will always place them at rough. It's up to you. You can place them at 900 or 1 meter or 1100. So we can change so let's go to family types. We can change this one. So 900 is actually okay because it's the minimum height. So you can change this one if you want to. For example, I'll change it to 1 meter. So which means you can still adjust the height after you place it, but if you place this family in the floor plan, so if you go to a floor plan and place this family, so place this SD onto this reference plan, so just make sure you pick place on vertical face and then place onto this reference plan. So make sure it will be placed at 1 meter, the default. Oh, hang on. Looks like I think it's probably because we load this one first, load this one family into this family when it's 900, and then although we didn't overwrite the default parameter. So let me just try again. Delete, go back to this. So currently is 1 meter. Let me just load this one into that family. Because we didn't change anything, so Revit didn't recognize there's any change. So what I'm going to do is change it to 900, apply, and then change it back to 1 meter and apply. Okay, and load this one back into family. So now this time, so give you this option. So I'm going to overwrite the existing version, its parameter value. So okay, so now let's try again. Place onto here. So now you can see it's being placed at 1 meter. Okay, so let's have a look in 3D view. So that's a soap dispenser. Okay, so yeah, so if you want to make it more realistic, you can add some detail, but for me this is good enough because most of the time we just need to place onto a floor plan or elevation and just tag it with a code, and that's all. Okay, so now we can do another one. So hand dryer. So it's very simple. So we can my mouse. So do the same. Just right click and edit and go save as. So this time I'm going to call it hand dryer HD. Okay, so and save and load this into the project and place it. So the height will be the same, 1 meter, but the size is still the SD size. So what we can do is, and also the type. So you can see we didn't change the type. So that's fine. We can go under here and just click it. We'll call it HD. And also we need to change the size. We can double click on this type name. And so it's the same. So if you go do the normal way, just edit type, or you can just double click here. So now we can just change the size. So for example, I just make it something like I don't know, maybe 2700 or not 270. Sorry, width can be 240, something like that. Same depth. Too wide. Yeah, something like that. So maybe this one needs to be a little bit deeper. Yeah, so that's some hand dryer, or it can be those hand what's that called? Hand towel dispenser, right? And also they are the same height, 1 meter. Okay, so the last thing is, so we might need to adjust the location of these two families. So how can we do it? So so go to elevation. So the easiest way is you can just add a reference plane, so RP there, and then add a dimension from the center reference plane to this one. So let's and also yeah, probably not this way, because if we do it this way, which means this family can only be on the left hand side of this whole family, and then this hand drive can only be on the right hand side. So we need to think about this. How can we have, so in case I want this soap dispenser on the right hand side, I want this one to be on the left hand side. So we can do this. So reference plane. So I'm going to just draw another reference plane here. Okay, so away from the center. So I'm going to just add a dimension to it. Oh hell, yeah, this is maybe not. Maybe let's not doing this, because we can achieve this, but it's just make it complicated. So let's say we always have this soap dispenser on this side, because there's a little shelf, so you know it won't drip onto the floor. It's easier to clean, and this hand dryer always on the right hand side. I think it's reasonable, so let's just do that. Okay, so we just need to yeah, it looks like you can directly dimension to this family. Yeah, let's just try that. Dimension directly onto the family, because usually this can be yeah, it should be fine. Let's try. So because we are still going to also add visibility parameter, because sometimes you don't want them. Okay, and this might break, because when it's not visible, which means this parameter will break. But I just wanted to have a try, so I'll call this one SD offset. Okay, so and instance, and this one will be the hand drawer HD offset instance, and okay, and then let's add visibility. So let's call it HSD soap dispenser instance, and okay, and also visibility for the hand dryer. So let's call it SD and instance, and okay, and okay. Okay, so now what we need to do is also we need to add the height parameter. So select this family. So because we have this elevation from level, so we can click on this one. We can just call it SD height, or height HD. Same, and instance, and okay, and okay. Let's call this one height HD. Did I use HD for SD? Oh, sorry, wrong one. Go back. So go to family types. I name it wrong. Height SD. Maybe just use HD height. So they stay together. Okay. So this one will be HD height. Instance, and okay, and okay. So now we have I think we have, okay, so we can have a test. I'm going to create a new project with no templates metric, and I'm going to place a wall WA wall, and go back to that family, load this one into that project, and place it somewhere. just need to move on to this wall. Okay, so now let's have a look in 3D view. So that's a family, so a basin with tab, mirror, SD, HD. So let's have a look. Height, so if we change this one to 900, yeah, 1 meter. So HD offset, so offset between the center reference plane to this center of this family, so 600. Okay, so if I type 0, we'll go in the middle, 500. Okay, so same, so soap, so 300. Yeah, I think 350 roughly in the center, so it looks right. And I think that's it. What else do we need? Oh, hang on. Maybe we can just also include the parameter for the mirror. So sometimes we can change the size of the mirror. So, but currently we didn't associate those. Oh, and let's try. Yeah. Okay. So now here is the issue. Oh, hang on. Oh, it works. Sorry. Uncheck. Check. Yeah. Uncheck. Check. Great. So that's almost it. So we just need to go into family, select this mirror, edit type. So now you can see we have these 3. Okay. So I think because this is a shared, you can see there's no option for this to associate parameters, which means this is a shared. So we model it that way because we want to tag them. So if I go to elevation, or maybe just go to floor plan, we can TG and tag individual element, right? So what we need to do is we can just directly in this project, we can tab, select the mirror and edit type. So you can change it here. So you don't need to go into the mirror and trying to associate that parameter, so we can control it because it's a shared parameter. You can change it in the project. So for example, I want to make it 500 wide. So you just do it in the project. Okay. So, and I think that's it. So it's very simple exercise today as well. So, but this can be quite useful because for accessible toilet. So basically you place this one in and place another one. So which is toilet with what's that called? Back rest and the grab rails. And maybe some like a rope hook, and that's all you need in an accessible toilet. Okay, so that's it. Trying to do it, you're trying to model this yourself. It's fairly simple. I'm using 2024. If you still want this family, just let me know and I'll share it with you. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. And quickly just to apply my graphic settings. So basically I just use some of these to make it look nicer. Shadow, ambient, probably not. Light, okay. Background, gradient, that's my color. Okay, so that's it. And line weight, not sure, maybe change TL. Make sure the TLs are here, it's not on. So if you are, it's always thin line. So to that's looks like a silhouette. Maybe I'll just turn it off. None, still quite thick line. But anyway, that's all for today. I'll change it to 100. Okay, so VH, and also just quickly. So when you save a family, so you can just hide everything. Zoom ZE, zoom to the entire family, and save as Oh, sorry, this is project. Anyway, it's the same. If you save as a project or a family, just go to option. So you can just use regenerate use this view. Use the current view to regenerate a thumbnail of this family. So if I save this, let's call this. Let me just hang on. Yes, and save this as today's date. And save. So if I go to my desktop, oh, sorry, let's download. Yep. Okay. If I go to my desktop, so you can see that's the thumbnail. Okay. These are screenshots. This is the Revit file. That's all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.